Oga, if you carry your body dey rub for woman wey no gree, hold your ear well o. That one na sexual harassment. Respect women, respect boundaries. This message is brought to you by Women Radio 91.7 FM.
Join us 10 a.m. every Saturday on GenZ's Know Better on Women Radio WFM 91.7. GenZ's Know Better, where youths discuss issues across all areas of life. Some call us the phone generation, some call us the Sorosoke generation, and yes, we are unapologetically Gen Zs. Though easily misunderstood, we have strong opinions on issues in the society, a force to reckon with. We are Gen Zs. Join us 10 a.m. every Saturday on Gen Z's Know Better on Women Radio WFM 91.7.
Good morning and welcome to Gen Z's Knows Better on Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. This is the show where you get to bridge the gap between parents and Gen Zs, and we tackle those silent conversations that often stay locked up in our homes. Welcome this beautiful Saturday. I hope you're having an amazing time at home. It's Saturday, we don't get to go anywhere so quickly. I mean, for some people, actually, I hope you're taking the time to rest and also reflect on the week so far. It's very important that you take time to rest. Very, very important. Eat, sleep, the regular moi moi and akara moments in African homes, and of course, the regular sanitation moments in African homes. So let's do that and ensure we enjoy our Saturdays as always. Now, what conversation are we going to be having today on Gen Z's Knows Better? Many Gen Zs, they want more than a parent who pays bills. We want real gist and even friendship with our parents. But what happens when the older generation never got to experience that kind of friendship with their parents, and it's now hard to express that kind of friendship to their children? Although I've seen a lot of parents in recent time, be very friendly with their children, very, very friendly with their children, and they're playing. I look at a lot of people like that on Instagram, they're playing and they're having fun. Just watching them do that is healing a lot of childhood trauma for some Gen Zs. But here's the thing. In many African homes, parents say, I am not your mate. And of course, I am not your mate. Your parents are definitely not your mate. But I believe there's a way you can be friends with your children that would not cause any form of disrespect, because who better be your friends, who better be your children's friends, if not you, the mom or the dad? Because if you don't give that space for friendship, they'll definitely get it from somewhere else. Now, the question for today is, can parents and children truly be friends, or does friendship kill respect? Do you think parents and their children can be friends? Now, I'm not talking about friendship where you beat each other and all of that, but do you think parents and children can be friends? Friends in the sense that they can have conversations about their day, share opinions, without being scared of what would my mom think, or what would my dad think, or what would they say about me? Genuine connection between parents and children. Do you think parents and children can truly be friends in this generation that we are in without tagging it as disrespect? Is it possible? Is it possible for them to be friends? I think we're going to unpack that today on Gen Z's Knows Better. What do you think? Do you think parents and children can truly be friends in the family, in the home, without any form of disrespect? The number to call to share your thoughts with me this morning is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. 09155 917 917. You can send me a WhatsApp message on 08155 917 917 as well. And we're going to have an amazing time this morning on Gen Z's Knows Better. Okay, because most children are not their parents' friends, or most parents are not their children's friends. It's just strictly good morning, sir, good morning, ma. And you, like, everybody just moves from there. There is no true connection. There is no bond. So many things that happen in the lives of your children, you're not even aware, because you don't have conversations with them. You're just like, "Ere kila jambe kunse." For those who don't understand Yoruba, what play does a cat and a what's that? What play would a lion and a dog, do together? You just feel like they're my children. I can't be playing with my children or have subtle conversations. So as little as, do you have a boyfriend? Some parents cannot confidently ask their children, do you have a boyfriend? They will just start using styles to say, oh, all currency. What am I saying Yoruba too much this morning? So parents will just be like, I mean, because it's something I can really relate to, and they communicate that to me mostly in Yoruba. So parents will be like, your children, so guys are already touching you, Abby. That's why you don't, that's why you're doing this, that's why you're doing that. They're already calling you fine girl in the streets. Instead of them to come up straight and ask, do you have a boyfriend? Many parents do not know how to say that to their children. You don't even know half of what your child is going through in school. Like, you can't say, this is what my child is doing. These are the friends my child has. These are my child's friends. This is what happened during my child's breakup. Even if you don't get to know the details, it's just good to know at least tiny bits of what's going on in your child's life. Do you think that parents and their children can truly, truly be friends without any form of disrespect? What do you think about it this morning? Let me know what you think on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. So now, when we say friendship with parents, well, what does it really mean to be friends with your mom, to be friends with your dad? What does it really mean to be friends with your parents? I feel like for some Gen Zs, it's very, very simple. A parent who listens without judgment, that's one way to be a friend. A parent who listens without judgment, that's one way. Who can gist with them about school, about work, about crushes, or even life struggles. I can be going through certain things in my home, in my family, and nobody knows about it. It's just me that knows about it. It's not so healthy. It's not so healthy. If something is going on around you, in your family, in your home, you should be confident enough to walk up to your mom or walk up to your dad and have a conversation about it. If nobody wants to listen to you outside, at least home should be the place where you can be your ultimate self. And when children fail at school, their parents don't even come to mind to share their struggles with. Their parents don't even cross their mind to tell, because if you should tell them, you're literally dead for the rest of the term, for the rest of the year. That is what you're going to hear. You failed, you did this, you did that. So children many times do not feel free to have conversations with their parents about anything that they're going through. So even if they get bullied at school, even if they are spoken to in a disrespectful way, they cannot tell their parents because they're not friends with them, and they would not even listen. So I think one thing that builds friendship with parents and children, friendship doesn't mean that you're playing rough play and you're just misbehaving all over the place. There can be friendship with respect, I feel. A parent who listens without judgment, a parent who can gist about school, we can gist about work. You can even talk to them about their crushes. Mom, I have a crush on this guy. It's not it's not old school, guys. To be honest, it's not old school. You talking to your parents about your crush should be something that comes very easy. Like, and every parent should be very open-minded when it comes to conversations like that. Because in a normal African society, if a child tells you that they have a boyfriend or they have a crush, the next thing that comes to parents' mind is you're going to get pregnant. And it doesn't happen like that. I mean, not all the time. And the reason why it even happens that the child eventually goes to get pregnant is because they never had the conversation of, I have a boyfriend with the parents sometimes. So if a child comes to say, I have a crush, it doesn't mean they will get pregnant. It doesn't mean they will literally get pregnant. Nobody who better teaches a child sex education than the parents themselves. Who better tells a child, oh, you have a crush? Okay, this is what you should do and what you should not do. Who better teaches a child how to deal with a relationship other than the parent? Because many times the reason why children fall into the wrong hands or do the wrong things is because they are seeking advice from their peers. They're getting advice from their friends. They're not getting advice from adults who have gone through these things before and can relate. But the next thing, the next thing that comes to your mind when your child tells you, I have a crush, is the thought or the idea that they might get pregnant anytime soon. And it doesn't happen all the time like that. It does not happen like that. So when a child comes to say, I have a crush, it takes a lot of energy, because a lot of courage to say that to an African parent, because we know what will end the matter. But when a child comes to you to say that, it just means that they trust your judgment and they know that you will not judge them. So it's better to just educate them. Okay, this is what you should do. Don't do this. Don't say this. Don't wear this. Don't go to this place at this particular time, and give them reasons why. Children don't automatically just grow and know certain things. They don't just automatically grow and know certain things. It is what you instill in them. If you don't teach them, someone else will definitely teach them. If you don't teach them what to do in a relationship, of how to behave, what to do in school, someone else will definitely, they will learn it from somewhere else. Nobody comes to the world with a pre-knowledge of how to live life. We learn all those things on the job, and you learn by watching other people. They would learn by reading certain books. They will learn by social media. So the best person to teach a child what and what not to do is the parent. And you cannot do that by being the alpha mom, the alpha dad. You need to come down to their level sometimes. It's not called for disrespect. It just means that you want to be a part of your child's life. So, they should be able to talk to you about their crushes. If they have a crush on someone, or they intend to have a boyfriend, they should be able to have that conversation with you without feeling scared that you turn things around and make them feel guilty for saying that, or even about their life struggles. Some children are going through so many things right now, and their parents do not even know about it. Their parents have no idea, no single clue as to what is going on in their child's life. It's not meant to be. Do you think parents and children can be friends? Do you think that can happen? Or it's just something we'll just think about for the rest of our lives? Do you think it's possible for a parent and a child to be friends, to have a bond? I've seen it so many times, but what do you think? Do you think you want to be friends with your children when you grow up, when you have children, or do you currently have children? Are you friends with your children? Do you think parents and children can be friends without disrespect, without the thought of disrespect coming in between them? I want to know what you think about it this morning, because I feel it's time to change the narrative and strike a balance. The world is no longer in the 1960s or 1970s. The world has evolved. And the way parents then were trained, it's not the way children of nowadays will be trained. So, what do you think? Do you think that parents and their children can be friends in this current century that we're in? Is it possible? Because of the many African mindsets that we have as parents. Do you think it's possible for children and their parents to be friends without any form of disrespect? Let me know what you think this morning. Please call me and let me know what your thoughts are on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call on 9155 917 917. 09155 917 917. To share your thoughts with me this morning, you can send me a WhatsApp message on 08155 917 917. So I think it's something very important. I would like to hear from you. Yeah, I would like to hear what you have to say about that, just so we can have a robust conversation and just encourage a parent listening, a child listening, just to do better in general. The goal is for us all to be better parents, because there is no perfect parent actually. And for the fact that a lot of parents are busy, they have work to do, they have their personal lives to figure out. So being friends with some children sometimes, like, it's not really on the priority list, but they're your children. You brought them to the world, and it's part of the responsibilities, I think. So what do you think about that? What do you think about parents and children being friends, getting to have conversations, getting to do certain things? What do you think about it? Maybe your child yourself, or your mom already, your dad, your uncle, your auntie. What do you think about parents and children being friends? 070-917-917. In most African homes, friendship with parents is not common. Hello?
Hello, good morning, beautiful. How are you?
Hello, good morning. I'm fine. You're welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm Mrs. Oboli.
You're welcome, Mr. Bonnie.
Thank you very much. Sorry, who am I speaking with? Is this me?
It's me, yo. It's me, yo.
Your voice changed today. What's happened?
It's fresh voice.
Happy
Fresh
weekend.
morning voice. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, see, I don't think parents and their children should be friends. I am sure 100% that, you see, when you say you think, it's more or less a hypothesis. But when I say a thesis, I feel it is sacrosanct. You can't rule it out. Reason being that, if I'm not my child's friend, how do they open up to me, Finny? There are many things, or the way we were raised, where our parents were, I don't want to really use the word Lord over us or Magotata, and then there was this friction in communication. You were not able to open up and speak out, and then the next thing you see, growing up, I was beaten for what I did not even know. They will beat me. What I did, they will beat me. What I did not know, they will beat me. Everything, they will beat me. So it got to a point I was like a Kosha Jebalo and all that.
Yeah.
But you see, this day, it's very good to balance everything up. Sometimes I even ask myself, like, because I'm too liberal with my kids. When I say liberal, I'm not saying I spare the rod or I don't use dialogue, no. But I want to understand your own perspective. I want you to educate me on why you are doing this. And I want you to be intentional. If you cannot debate with me, you cannot tell me this is it, forget you are a goner. So if you want me to see your perspective, I want to be in your head, thinking what you're thinking. I want to come into your space, feeling what you're feeling. You have to carry me along in that thing. You can't sell a product or your idea to me without being convincingly, convince me about it. You understand? And so I give them room. So sometimes I'll be like, is my liberality too much? No. The answer is no. Because it has made them very free to accept me, to speak with me, to express themselves. Anything happens in class, anything happens in school, they are even in the spaces they are. One will be going to the university by the grace of God very soon. And if I'm telling her to soldier up, I'm able to put into her, if I'm not around you, this is how you should behave, this is how you should relate. You understand? So there has to be a communication gap when no bad discussions will be held. If they toast you today, tell me they toasted you. We will laugh over it. We will chat over it. But in chatting or discussing it, I'll be able to challenge you to know that be careful. You are a glass cup, and if you break, you can't be fixed. The boy is a plastic cup. If he breaks, he can pick himself up, but your education will stop. Everything will stop. It doesn't mean the boy child too will have their own. I'm able to balance up and tell you the boy child, the girl child I'm raising. I'm telling them, please feel free to just own up whatever it is you want to own up to me. Because when you keep it, and I go to hear outside, it's more or less like you have backstabbed me, I've not raised you right. But you should create that lacuna, fix the lacuna, fix the vacuum, nature above vacuum. So if you don't fix that bridge, you don't bridge that gap, somebody else will be feeling it outside there for you, and you don't want them getting the wrong narrative outside. It's a metamorphosis. different ages, different stages. You start explaining different things at different points in time. Don't shroud anything in secrecy, because that thing you shroud in secrecy will be explained and labeled to them in another light. So why don't you just come out? I am a millennial with a Gen Z and Gen Alpha mindset, because I need to understand why these kids are doing this, how to help them, and if I don't come into their space, how will they be able to relate with me? I can't be with them forever, but that's which I have embedded in them. When they know that their mom is approachable, it's easy for them to come and say, okay, mommy this, mommy that. See, I could not face my mom. I wrote letters if I wanted to discuss with my mom. We stay in the same house. Listen, the same house. I'll write the letter and sneak it and put it under her pillow. So that when she's about to sleep, maybe take a Bible, she'll go there and go and take the letter. Because I don't know the next thing I'm going to say that would make you cranky or edgy. It's not her fault growing up without a father, and she's overburdened, overwhelming. So I just told myself, come, Esther, you have to just get certain things right. You have to recalibrate your upbringing. You have to change your mindset. So if we say the way we were trained, we want to start doing the same thing. We will be giving birth and birthing generations that are broken, that are mentally deformed one way or the other. Society also will come and rebash them. But me, I have said it because of where I'm coming from, and a couple of us can resonate or relate with what we have passed through. That will make you also tell yourself, no, this is not how I'm going to train my kids, so that they too will not end up, the ripple effect will not end up going or spanning into generations. So I'm talking for myself now. I am an approachable parent that you can just drop it on me. Their dad is also approachable, although maybe he's not around most of the time, but you see me telling him this is what they have said, how do we go about it? And you cannot hear no from me and hear yes from him. No, both of us are always on the same page, but we make ourselves very, very approachable. See, if I'm a counselor to other people, why can't I counsel my children in the right way? What will I gain if I'm telling other people this and I'm not practicing what I'm preaching? It doesn't make sense. It's more or less than being deceptive or deceitful. So when you have come into that place and that space, you should try as much as possible to make sure you are your child's best friend. No liberality is too much, because there's something. What is the end goal? If you can get the end goal, it's not about beating. They beat me a lot, and I beat, but I don't beat, to the extreme or make things go haywire, because I want to hear you. You see, hearing, communication, see, I'm talking, you're responding. You're talking, I'm responding. Communication is a two-way street that
whistling or catcalls are not compliments. They are harassment. Speak up. Respect women. Women Radio 91.7 FM says, let's create a safer world for women.
Back to back, yeah. And you just cut out my function. When I see you, I'm my basha. Ooh, on juice. When I never come with you, brother, on you. All eyes on you. Me, I won't die for you, no lie for you. I don't like it, man. Concentrate on the dance, man. Plenty, tell me I dance, man. Say, I am really your type, man. I'm really your type, man. Say, you want give me the vibe, man. Yeah, my very man. Normally, girl, fine, well, say now, well, girl on fire, get love for you. Too many more times you put on fire. Get love for you. Get love for you. Get on fire, get love for you. Too many more times you put on fire. Get love for you. I want Edema, what an Edema. They're playing this back, Edema. See the drip where I cock, Edema. 19.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Something big has landed and it's raining Naira. Better play, better chance. 200k is yours if only you try your luck. Better play, better chance. 3 times daily, your dreams can come true.
Oh yes. With just 500 naira, you could win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Join the Better Play lottery and listen for your name live on radio at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Better Play. Don't miss out. Go get your ticket right now. Buy your tickets at www.betterplay.ng or dial *347*154# for better chances. Buy up to 20 tickets.
Follow at Better Play on Facebook and at Better Play NG on Instagram for updates. It's your turn to win this money.
Better Play, better chance. You can be the next millionaire.
Better Play is open to players 18 years and above. Play responsibly.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that! My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio á fún ẹ ní àǹfààní láti darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀, yálà akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, oníṣòwò, oníṣẹ́ àdáni, òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì, ìyàwó ilé tàbí àgbẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ 36 ní Nàìjíríà. Tó o bá ti jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio, a ó bẹ̀ polówó okòwò rẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, ó sì ní àǹfààní láti jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lórí àwọn ètò wa. Forúkọsílẹ̀ ní wfm917.com, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Facebook, kó o sì download mobile app wa níbikíbi tó o bá wà. Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio jẹ́ ètò láti iléeṣẹ́ WFM 91.7 pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn MacArthur Foundation àti Nigeria Media Innovation Program.
Get ready for the ninth edition of the Voice of Women Conference and Awards, VOW 2025. Theme: Harness and Men's Solidarity and Grassroots Women's Influence for Female Leadership and Governance. Mark your VOW 2025 calendar for Thursday, 2nd October 2025 at 9 a.m. at the NAF Conference Center, Abuja, Nigeria. VOW 2025 is a national conversation and solidarity for men and grassroots women working together for a national transformation to power more women in governance. To register, visit voiceofwomen.ng. VOW 2025 is brought to you by the Voice of Women Empowerment Foundation and Women Radio WFM 91.7.
My people, something big don't land, and a money rain dey fall. Better play, better chance. 200k fit enter your hand if you try your luck. Oh, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, them they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 naira, you fit win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 6 p.m.
Better play, no dull yourself. Go get your ticket sharp. Buy am for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347*154#. You want boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky banger. Only people wey don reach 18 years fit play. Play responsibly.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that! My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
Mata iyayen munesu. Mata iyayen munesu.
Albishirin ku matan Arewa, Women Radio wato Radio Mata, mun dawo muku da shirin muryar mata. A wannan karo mun faɗaɗa shirin muryar mata tun daga girke-girke, siyasa, ado, karatun littafi, kiwon lafiya, kasuwanci da zamantakewa. A shirin muryar mata za mu inganta muku kasuwancinku kuma za ku iya samun kyauta. Haka kuma za mu sada ku da wasu mata Arewa domin bunƙasa kasuwancinku. Shirin muryar mata duk ranar Asabar karfe 3 na rana daga nan gidan rediyon mata mai mita 91.7. Domin ƙarin bayani sai ku biyo mu a shafinmu na Instagram muryar mata.
Zo gida su kuma daura abinci. mata iyaye munesu yan uwa ku bayyana mata.
Radio Doctor and WFM 91.7 every Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you medical experts specialized in children's health.
Studies have shown that children that were abruptly stopped from breastfeeding tend to have some emotional trauma.
Call in to get free consultation on children's health on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM 917. Text and WhatsApp on 070 317 56537. You can listen live online at www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
It's Kelpie Vibes.
5 hours till I like Nairobi. My passport with me and a bag of pulley. I'm kinda nervous if they even know me. Cause I went #1 and I ain't been the lucky. Kinda different for me. See my life like a movie. I wonder if they're gonna separate me from all the novices in my country. God go forgive me. Oh no, wow. I'm still talking now, yeah. Separate me from the ordinary prayers from the sanctuary. It's only you I feel. Oh no, wow. I'm still picking ideas. Separate me from the ordinary prayers from the sanctuary. It's only you I feel. What thought you said we no get it cold? What thought you said we no get the principles? What thought you said we no get the time? We be say I the squad for you catch, I the blood for the low house. I put it down on the floor. Do you know how many songs I done wrote in my whole life? What thought you said you no get the time? We be say then go telling me no, and I fight for my own right. That I put up for predicament. Cause me I no feel it for the internet. I know like consoling, no. To make my way smooth, man I know miss road. Some blessings are pending, no. I had a dream I was 16 wishes. Said if I sold my soul that they would grant me 16 wishes. Fame, money, respect, and all the 16 bitches I wish I had when I still was in my teenage years. Oh wow, I'm still talking down here. Separate me from the ordinary, straight from the sanctuary. It's only you I fear. Oh wow, I'm still picking ideas. Separate me from the ordinary prayers from the sanctuary. It's only you I fear. Oh wow.
You're welcome back, and this is Gen Z's Knows Better on Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. Thank you so much for staying with me to this time on Gen Z's Know Better. Thank you so much to Mrs. Aboli for calling to share 2 cents, helping parents understand why friendship with their children is very, very important. And I must say, your kids are very lucky to have a sweet mom and an amazing dad like yourselves. Thank you so much for setting the standards for healthy parenthood in our country, with all this African thing going on. Thank you so much for raising your children in love, in joy, and, in so much love and so much peace of mind. They don't get to be afraid when they see their parents coming, and that's so beautiful. The question today is, can parents and children be friends? Do you think parents and children be friends without disrespect? That's the question this morning. Let me know what your thoughts are. And please share your thoughts with me on 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917. You can send me a WhatsApp message at 08155 917 917 this morning. So now let's talk about why some Gen Zs want friendship with their parents? Why do they truly desire friendship with their parents? I think number one would be for emotional safety, because our generation is more vocal about mental health and all of those things, and we don't want to bottle things up. We want a safe space at our homes. We want our home to be our safe space. So if because they don't like to bottle things up, if they can't have the conversation with their parents, they'll have it with someone else. It's a two-way. They would definitely have that conversation with someone else. Not too many children nowadays would keep something in their mind for days, and it's either they tell their parents or they tell their friends, or they will definitely tell someone. And the fear is that some children are falling into the wrong hands and gotten wrong advice because of something like this. So if they can't tell you, they'll definitely tell someone else. Or if they can't tell you, or they can't tell someone else, they will go online. They'll go online to read articles or watch YouTube videos, and it might be misleading. It might be misleading for them. So it's important that parents get to have conversations with their children for emotional safety, of course. So it's important because of emotional safety, and just to ensure that every home is a safe space for every child out there. They should not be scared when you're coming. So when parents are, maybe it's a thing we love as parents. So when you're coming and everybody starts to run helter skelter, everybody starts to run and everybody is disoriented because the dad is coming. I don't think that's healthy. I mean, it's something we grew up in, but I don't think that's a healthy way to live. So when the mom is coming, everybody is running out of scatter, changing this, and come on now. I mean, it's maybe they do something they're not meant to do when the parent is not around. But I still think that a parent should be a child's friend. You should be their friend, just like Mr. Bully also mentioned. And another thing is that it builds trust and honesty. If we know our parents would not immediately judge us, if we are aware that our parents will not immediately judge or shut us up about certain things, we would share more, we would connect more, we would relate more. So what you're doing when you're building friendship with your children is that you're building trust, you're building honesty. So sometimes some parents would come. I was watching a video yesterday, and the mom was saying the child did something, maybe broke the dad's favorite plate, and the child went to meet the mom. Mommy, I broke daddy's plate. I'm so sorry. I'll not do it again. Please don't tell daddy. Please don't tell daddy. And the mom said, no problem. It's okay. Now, when the dad came back, the mom told the dad, that's how you don't for me down. That's how you went to break your daddy's plate. And the child was beaten mercilessly. Because so in the comment section, people were saying this something like this has happened to me before. That's why I never tell my mom anything till date. That's why I never talk about anything that I do at home, because the trust has been bridged. There's no form of trust anymore. So one of the things that you build when you let your kids be friends with you is that you build trust. You give them a chance to be honest with you. You let them speak their mind without being afraid, without trying to hide anything from you. That's what it is actually. Do you think parents and children can be friends? What's your thoughts on that? What do you think? Is it possible in this generation? Is it something that is doable for people who grew up, for millennials who grew up not really having these kinds of experiences? Is this something you're willing to do as a parent for your children? The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917 to share your thoughts with me this morning. And another thing is that it creates bonds beyond rules. It helps bonding become natural. You just naturally bond with your child or with your children. Think about it. Many of us share more jokes and secret with friends than with our parents. So we laugh more with outsiders, and we even laugh with the people that we live with. We talk more with some children. The only conversation they've ever had with their parents is, I'm going back to school, sir. My school fees is this and this and that. That is all they've ever spoken about. My pocket money, sir. That is all they've ever spoken about to their parents. No real conversation, no true conversation, no bonding conversation, nothing. They can't really say, these are my child's friends in school. They can't say, this is the department my child is in. Some people don't even know the level their child is. They just know that they are collecting school fees and they are going to pay. They can't say my child is in 200 level, my child is now in 300 level. If they ask them, say level will let you know. They don't really know. They don't know what level their children is. It can be that bad. It can really get that bad. So we need to start to build. So when children start to make more jokes with outsiders than with their parents. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. You're welcome. Okay, looks like we lost that call already. Please do well to call me back. 07000 917 this morning to be a part of Gen Z's Knows Better and to share your thoughts with me. What do you think about this conversation? Do you think parents and children can be friends? Do you think they should be friends? Or make parent their parent side, make children their parent side, make children their children side. No time for mixing. Everybody should be on their lane and everybody should know their place. Is that how it should be? Or there should be room for friendship between parents and children? Let me know what you think on that. The number is 07000 917 You can also call 09155 917 917. So when children start to laugh more with outsiders than with their parents, some homes are just war zones. Everybody just keeps a straight face and minds their business. It's not healthy. It's not a good place to be. And they even share their secrets with their friends and not with their parents. So you can't really say you even know your child. All you know is that you gave birth to them and you know their date of birth, and it's not meant to be. And imagine if parents feel that gap. Imagine if your kids can talk to you. Imagine if they are free with you. Imagine if you don't even need to force them. You don't need to force them to tell you what happened in their day. Like, they just open up to you. Imagine how sweet that would be. Social media is full of stories like, I can't tell my mom I'm struggling with depression, but I can gist her about a celebrity wedding. Well, lucky for you that you can gist with your mom about a celebrity wedding, in fact, because not too many people can even gist with their parents about any celebrity or anything. No, they can't even gist with their parents. They can't. They really cannot even gist with their parents, and that shows that there's closeness, but there's also a wall. If you can tell your parents about gist with them about certain things, but you can't share your deepest struggles with them, it also means that something is wrong. It doesn't mean that you should be all over. It doesn't mean that you should be all over the place making unnecessary jokes, and there is a way to create boundaries while being accessible. There is definitely a way to create boundaries with your children while being accessible. So you should not be scared of losing their respect when you want to be friends with them. You should not be scared to lose respect. So many parents don't do that. They don't have conversation with their children because they feel like it's going to lead to disrespect to their person. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen like that all the time. Now, also cultural barriers in African homes. We hear things like, "I'm your parent. I'm not your mate. I'm not your. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your mate. I'm not." Which is true, but because of the culture, the African system, the African culture, the African mentality does not have room for any relationship with any parent. I mean, and also most parents nowadays grew up not having conversation with their parents. So it's not something that's just easy. It's something parents need to learn and relearn certain things about growing up and life, because we don't want to pass on the traumas that we felt when we were younger onto our children. Because you know how you felt when your mom broke your trust. You know how you felt when you were scared to speak about certain things to your mom. You know how you felt when you genuinely needed help with something, but you could not open up at home because they would not understand you, and they'll just go straight to judging. You know how it felt. So why pass on that same trauma to your children when you can easily correct it? As much as the African culture is strict and all of that from parent to child, you can change the narrative and make your children your friends, and also parents believe that too many familiarity would weaken discipline. Just like I said before, there is balance. There is need for balance. What do you think about it this morning? Let me know what your thoughts are. 07000 917. Now, maybe the real solution is not to choose between parenting and friendship. Of course, there is a balance. And parents can be approachable. You can listen more to their silent conversations, to their mood, to their listen more. I know work is hectic. I know you're doing a lot of things to put food on the table. I know you've gone to work all day and you're tired, you're stressed. I know, and I understand. But these children are also your responsibilities, because these are your future. These are the people that will take care of you eventually. These are the people that would carry your legacy and would carry your name. So it's also important that you raise them with love, with care, and with attention. So I believe that parents can be approachable. They can listen more. They can even gist with their children, and while still holding boundaries, while still giving boundaries, it is very possible. And children can also open up more while still showing respect. Yes, that is very possible. Now think about it. A friend or a parent who your friend might stop you. You know that your parents will stop you from making bad decisions. Your parent can stop you from doing bad things, and not because of fear, but because they value your opinion. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that call again. All right, thank you so much for calling me. You can still call me back, 07000 917 917. So, a parent who's your friend can easily stop you from making bad decisions. A parent that is your friend, you can talk to them, they know what you're feeling, and they can stop you from making bad choices or bad decisions. And not because you fear them, but because you value their opinion. And that's very powerful. That's one thing every parent should yearn for. That's what every parent should look out for, should crave for, a deep connection with your children. On Twitter just last week, someone wrote, my dad is literally my best friend. I gist with him about my crushes, and he gives me advice. Because of that, I have never hidden anything from him. You see, it's beautiful. It's sweet. It's so sweet. Knowing that you can talk to your parents is oh my God, it's so healing. It's so beautiful. Even for the parents, it's healing for you, because you know that what you never got to experience, your children are experiencing it and more. That was in the comment section. Another person says, I can't even imagine telling my mom about a crush. She will just shout that I am too young. Anybody can have a crush at any time, to be honest. I think guidance is the most important thing. Let your kids tell you they have a crush, and then guide them on how it should be done. Don't let the people outside teach them, because if you don't teach them, and if they come to you, I have a boyfriend, I have a crush, and you're just saying, oh my look, okay, don't let me say Yoruba. Yeah, you can. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning. You're welcome.
Yeah, is that Fumi?
Yes, it is.
Hello? Okay, Fumi, how are you? Chifagozi.
You're welcome, Chifagozi. Yeah, Chifagozi, you're welcome.
Yeah. You see, parents and children intimacy-wise, are you hearing me?
Yes,
it's supposed to be holistic and it's supposed to be holistic and equal, you understand? But whereby some children, they do take it for granted, you understand me?
That's true.
They take the advantage as if they are not meat. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Too much familiarity causes insult. You know that?
That's true.
But I haven't advised any parent not to be close. There should be a little diplomacy and a little lacuna, space,
yes. Yes.
Are you getting?
Yes.
So the fact of the issue here is, I've seen many where the children are not seeing their parents as if they are nothing. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
And which is very, very disgusting. You understand me? So the part of the issue here is that it has to be a kind of very, very diplomatic. You understand? Why is that? If you don't bring them close, you may lose it all. The children may lose it all. You understand? You will not be able to understand them. You will not be able to understand it. So this your program this morning for me. It's a very beautiful one. A very good one from you. I hope that I hope your day is beautiful.
Yes,
I hope your day is beautiful.
Thank you so much. And you too.
I enjoy you. I enjoy you. I enjoy you. Good at you. Good at you. Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ifagodi, for calling this morning to share your thoughts on why parents should be friends with their children and also give a balance. At the end of the day, whether parents can be friends or not, it's not dependent on it. It all depends on love, trust, and balance. Parents being a friend doesn't mean that you're losing respect. It doesn't mean that you're not relevant. It doesn't mean that they would disrespect you. It means you're gaining influence into the lives of your children. And for Gen Zs, being open doesn't mean disrespectful. It's you building trust with your parents. Respect your parents, whether or not they give you a chance to express yourself. Always have the culture of respect at the back of your mind. And parents can also build boundaries to ensure that everything goes smoothly in the home. Maybe the real secret is that the strongest families are built on respect and relationship. No family thrives when the dad is nobody can look into the dad's eye. Everybody's just running helter-skelter. There's no real love and bond like that. The joy is that we all go together in respect and in love and in godly and healthy relationships. Thank you so much for staying with me today on Gen Z's Knows Better. I hope you had an amazing time listening to the conversation this morning, and I hope that you go ahead to build healthy families, healthy relationships with your children. My name is Finfoluwa Kirami, and thank you for joining me once again. Remember that communication builds bridges, but silence builds walls. Let's choose communication this week and beyond. Till next time where we get to meet again, next week Saturday by 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Women Radio 91.7. Stay bold, stay true, and keep proving that Gen Z's knows better. Bye for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Women Radio 91.7. Your station, your story.
If you not getting me, forget about it. And now by Lambo, is that why I shouting? Them do, who yeah them do? I know they see them, who yeah them do? A little investment in cryptocurrency. Every body I know see. Them do, who yeah them do? I know they see them, who yeah them do?